Hello, Nigeria. I am Becky Madujemu. Welcome to Newsline. Now, Nigerians refer to the last quarter of every year as the Ember months because those 4 months have Ba in common. Then there is the mysterious fear in many quarters that the period is unsafe. To skeptics, it makes no sense at all, but the scared group will explain why they dread the Ember months. In the meantime, we will be keeping up with the Chibok schoolgirls. A major turn of events has occurred. Wait patiently to find out the latest. And some youths who have initiated a concept to further unify Nigerians teamed up with the National Orientation Agency for the objective. You will get to see the outcome of this collaboration, even as we take you to Bayelsa, where the people lack that which happen that they have in abundance. Sounds really strange, right? Our movement will also see us in Delta State. The markets in that town caught our fancy. There's also food down the line. A local seafood cuisine is on the boil. But let's begin, as usual, with the news segment. Over to you, Lydia Bassi.
Thanks, Becky. President Muhammadu Buhari has left Nigeria for New York to attend the 72nd high-level session of the United Nations General Assembly. Correspondent Adebola Brooklyn Sunday tells us more.
The president arrived the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport on a chopper from the presidential villa and was seen off by the governor of Gombe State, Ibrahim Dankwambo, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Muhammad Musa Bello, and the Chief of Staff to the President, Abba Kyari. The governors of Ondo, Rotimi Akeredolu, Ebonyi Dave Umahi, and Zamfara Abdulaziz Yari were on the president's entourage to the annual global event. Nigeria's main agenda at the United Nations General Assembly are repatriation of looted funds to the countries of origin and the fight against terrorism. The country will also seek the restructuring of the United Nations Security Council for a fair reflection of the continents of the world. The president is scheduled to address the world body on Tuesday after the opening speech by the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and the first UN address by US President Donald Trump. On the sidelines of the General Assembly is a dinner to be held on Monday. Mr. Geoffrey Onyama, Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister, and members of the Presidential Advance Team are already in New York to put finishing touches to the arrangements being made by the Permanent Mission of Nigeria to the United Nations. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
The Southeast Governors Forum has reinforced their desires in the restructuring of Nigeria, where all the national issues will be discussed and settled amicably. Chairman of the forum and Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, in a media briefing, announced the proscription of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. Kingsley Okoro reports.
Umahi commended President Muhammadu Buhari for de-escalating tension in the southeast and agreeing to withdraw soldiers in Abia State, adding that Operation Python Dance is not targeted to kill Ipob members, but at eradicating kidnapping, cultism, armed robbery, and other forms of violence.
You cannot be insulting Mr. President. You cannot be insulting other tribes. If we feel marginalized, let us focus on that. We've set up a very high-powered, committee to investigate all allegations and then make submissions to us so that we can take up the discussion.
Governor Umahi also disclosed that the Southeast Governors Forum have met with governors from other regions to ensure security of Igbos in their areas. He urged the security agents in Ebonyi State to be on alert and appealed to aggrieved members to embrace peace and always channel their grievances to appropriate authorities for prompt action. In Abakaliki, Kingsley Okoro, NTA News.
Still on Ipob, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed says the activities of Ipob is a sponsored plot to discredit President Muhammadu Buhari's administration and divert the people's attention from the achievements of government. The minister stated this at a media briefing in Lagos. Anthony Forson has that report.
Information and Culture Minister said the last few days has been a trying moment with activities of the indigenous people of Biafra reaching a crescendo and threatening the unity of the country. The minister, while giving details of the group's activities, said they have resorted to physically confronting the Nigerian military, a move that undermines constituted authority, adding that the group is inciting the citizens against the federal government.
Nigerians must understand that Ipob was not set up to fight for the right of anyone or group, but really as a tool to destabilize the nation, divert attention from the efforts of the Buhari administration, and obliterate the laudable achievements of the government. Ipob is being sponsored by those I will call the coalition of the politically disgruntled and the treasury looters. They believe that by sponsoring this group to stabilize the country and trigger chaos, they will realize their ambition of escaping justice and then be free once again to dip their hands into the nation's treasury.
Now that Ipob has been neutralized, Lai Mohammed called on the international community to disregard the impression Ipob is promoting.
They are writing to the governments and the national parliaments of some Western nations to give the impression that they are victims of an ethno-sectarian violence orchestrated by the government. Hence, they need protection. This is a blatant lie.
And to the public, the minister cautioned them to disregard some video clips in circulation by the group to create the impression that they are oppressed. The media, on their part, the minister appealed to them to exercise restraint and avoid sensationalizing the Ipob issue, since the military has branded them a terrorist organization. In Lagos, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
And following the proscription of the activities of indigenous people of Biafra by the Southeast governors, Nigerians have been reacting to the development.
That whatever was done to stop it has my total and full support.
It's better we live together as a nation than dividing.
And also there are proper channels of restructuring or asking for any rearrangement in the country.
So for sanity in Southeast, we need the military to be withdrawn to the appropriate places.
Away from Ipob matters now. A chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Bayelsa State and former Senator Clever Ikisipo has commended President Muhammadu Buhari for issuing a license to an indigene of Ogwea, local government area of Bayelsa State, to build a refinery. Senator Ikisipo gave the commendation while receiving an award from beneficiaries of his educational foundation in Kolo, Yenagoa. Bright Ebocho reports.
The Senator Clever Ikisikbo Educational Foundation was vetted in 2007 when he was in the House of Representatives. The first stage ran for 3 years between 2007 to 2010. The second stage, beginning in 2010, was extended to cover Ogwea, Nembe and Braz local government areas that make up Bayelsa East Senatorial District. During the second stage, the examination body recommended that postgraduates be integrated into the scheme, which the senator embraced. It was therefore in gratitude for impacting their lives through education that Senator Clever Ikisikbo was honored with an award of excellence.
Today I have a PhD in mathematics. The credit goes to Senator Clever Marcus Ikisikbo.
He impacted by giving scholarship to the student community in a role as a senator.
Senator Ikisikbo, who was touched by the award, said he holds it dear to his heart.
Our president, we need to appreciate that man. We need to support that man. It is only when we support that man that we will have good things. Today, an obvious son has been given a license to build a refinery. We've not seen it before. And if that obvious son build that refinery, it's a benefit to the whole of Bayelsa East.
Senator Ikisikbo, by this gesture, has redirected the future of these youths from the creeks, militancy, and cultism into responsible citizens. A feat, if emulated by other politicians, will place Nigeria in the near future at the helm of world politics. From Kolo, in Ogwea local government area of Bayelsa State, Bright Ebochu, NTA News.
And now to public infrastructure. Contractors handling the 2 billion naira reconstruction work on the collapsed Tatabu Bridge and the 800 million naira Bukani Bridge in Mokwa local government area of Niger State have assured of speedy completion of the projects, expected to be concluded by December this year. Dauda Mohammed has an update on the situation at the two sites.
This is the fourth visit of NTA News crew to the scene of the collapsed bridge at Tatabu community, Mokwa local government area of Niger State. As a result of the successful completion of the temporary bridge, traffic situation is now characterized by free movement of vehicles while the reconstruction of the bridge is ongoing.
We want to construct these two dual carriage bridges to be able to accommodate the future expansion of the road.
The long queue of articulated vehicles waiting to cross the diversion and the chaotic nature of the situation gives room for concern, though the traffic eases up whenever sanity prevails.
We don't have road to pass there. That is why we are following Niger State to go our side. So we are begging the government that to help us to do road for us.
Of course, by December we should be able to finish this project.
Despite the fact that with a little patience all vehicles are able to cross the temporary route, most articulated vehicle drivers still take the longer route through Bidda, Mina and Suleja or Mina Bimingwari, thereby placing undue pressure on routes in that axis, as well as increasing the number of accidents, bearing in mind that most of the articulated vehicles spanning the routes are overloaded with goods. Dauda Mohammed, NTA News.
A report from Abeokuta says Ogun State government has reiterated its commitment to facilitate all-round development in the state by ensuring even spread of resources and human capital development. Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosun gave the assurance during the official groundbreaking ceremony of the Ogun State Polytechnic Ipokia. Leko Agbonde reports.
Governor Ibikunle Amosun making history as he laid the foundation of the relocated Ogun State Polytechnic in Ipokia in an epoch-making event. The Ogun State Polytechnic Ipokia, which sits on 500 hectares of land, will be a multi-campus. Governor Ibikunle Amosun said that the intention of the government was to establish a world-standard institution that will help to provide the needed human capacity.
We want to take advantage of our position as an educational hub to meet the personal demands of the growing industrial economy, especially as science and technology scale will continue to bring greater demand across our dear state and even across Nigeria.
The owner of Ilaro and paramount ruler of Yewa land, Oba Kehinde Olugbenle, and other sons and daughters of the senatorial districts promised to take ownership of the institution and support the government to ensure its growth. The Polytechnic is expected to take off academic activities by October to November as advised by the National Board for Technical Education. Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
One of the chieftains in the Amodu Sheriff-led PDP section was sacked by the Supreme Court. Dr. Cairo Ojoebo has decamped to APC with a crowd of supporters. Thelma Eliogu reports that the event, which took place in Agbo, witnessed the turnout of notable progressives, amongst them the Minister of State for Petroleum, Ibe Kachiku, and Olorogun Otega Emero.
Speaking exclusively to NTA News crew before the open declaration, Dr. Cairo Ojoebo said his switch from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress is not as a result of the inability to obtain a favorable Supreme Court ruling, but due to what he described as persistent impunity and corruption in his former party.
What we wanted is installed and instilled in the party is discipline. We wanted impunity checkmated.
Some of the decampees, however, say they expect positive change in their political careers and in the life of Delta State, as they do not want to join a new party without knowing their prospects.
This marriage has been made in heaven. It is God's time.
This is the beginning of transformation.
They have collapsed their structure and they are now going to go into APC.
Highlights of the occasion was the pulling down of PDP banner and the dropping of their party membership card. In Asaba, Thelma Eliog, NTA News.
Still on political matters, the All Progressives Congress Committee on Anambra primary election has submitted its report to the National Working Committee, restating that none of the 12 aspirants questioned the integrity of the process. Political correspondent Abdullahi Garba Kudu reports.
Borno State Governor and Chairman of the Primary Election Committee, Kashim Shettima, describes the process as credible as it was conducted peacefully without any aspirant raising any objection before and during the election.
The committee also notes with satisfaction that none of the aspirants questioned procedures of voting, sorting, collation, and counting of results before, during, and after the election.
The APC National Organizing Secretary, Senator Osita Isunazo, received a report on behalf of the party, commending the team for a job well done.
So this report will be forwarded to the National Working Committee of our party. They will look at the report, and I believe we will do the needful.
Meanwhile, Kashim Shettima, who is also the chairman of the Northern Governors Forum, has commended people of the region for sustaining peace.
Nigeria belongs to all of us, and we have to make sacrifices individually and collectively for the nation to grow.
The Northern Governors Forum spearheaded the withdrawal of the quit notice issued by Ariwa youth in the past. In Abuja, Abdullahi Garba Kudu, NTA News.
And now health. More than 1,000 people with different eye ailments, especially cataracts, have benefited in Kano from the services offered by the wife of the former Vice President, Amina Namadi Sambo, as part of activities marking 10 years of Eye Care Women and Youth Initiative. Ali Adamu reports that the eye surgery will last 1 week.
Eye Care Women and Youth Initiative is the pet project of the wife of former Vice President Hajj Amina Namadi Sambo, initiated to assist the less privileged in the areas of health, education, and empowerment. To mark 10 years anniversary, free eye care services were offered to 1,000 men and women suffering from various degrees of visual ailments.
We do train the traditional birth attendants. We do carry out other health issues in terms of HIV/AIDS. We have given drugs to over 10,000 people. We have also carried out this operation that you are seeing here. Is not the first time Eye Care is carrying it. We have done it in so many states in Nigeria.
The continuation of this kind of effort is a very important one, as it augments the state government effort, especially this period of economic recession.
In his message to the event, Emir of Kano, through the district head of Gwale, Yahaya Inu Abbas, thanked Amina Sambo for the gesture and urged other well-to-do individuals to emulate this noble effort. In Kano, Aladam, NTA News.
And from Calabar, Nigerians have been charged to live in peace and unity while supporting the government to fight corruption and terrorism to enhance a stronger economic structure of the nation. These were the submissions of key players in Calabar at the South-South Joint Prayer Summit organized by Buhari Friends Organization Network in Nigeria and Diaspora for President Muhammad Buhari and the nation. Maureen Leo Ajom has details.
The Buhari Friends Organization Network, which has been in existence for about 4 years now, said the prayer is organized in fulfillment of the will of God in the life of the president and the country. Stakeholders of the organization at the prayer summit prayed to God to sustain the president and endow him with strength and wisdom to salvage the country from the shackle of corruption which almost destroyed the country.
I want to assure all Nigerians that one thing that has helped this nation is that the world can see through Buhari.
The Bible also said that you have to pray for the president, for your leaders.
Ours is a continued prayer for God to sustain this president for us.
The Director General NTA, Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, represented by the Executive Director Administration and Training, Dr. Steve Egbo, also joined in the prayers.
I am sure that that God we have come here to pray for is the same God that brought Muhammad Buhari to repair the damage that has been done to Nigeria.
The prayers were conducted by both Muslims and Christians faithful. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
A report from Mecca Saudi Arabia says the Nigerian Television Authority has received a pat on the back for the professional and patriotic manner in which it covered the 2017 Hajj pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. Chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, Abdullahi Mukhtar, at a parley with media practitioners in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, says the NTA has once again demonstrated her capability in television broadcasting. Abdullahi Mustafa reports.
Television Authority is one of the media organizations that often covers the annual Hajj. This year, the NTA sent a 10-member crew which effectively covered the exercise, an outing that the chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, Abdullahi Mukhtar, describes as outstanding at a get-together to appreciate the contribution of media practitioners to the Hajj operation.
Your viewers back home have gained tremendously from the feedback we have received. Many people become more aware and better informed about the sacredness of Hajj itself and the lessons in so many aspects of the Hajj.
The NACON chairman described as false a story that a Nigerian pilgrim was sentenced to 3 months imprisonment by a Saudi court for not returning a lost and found money back. On the ongoing homebound airlift operation, Alhaji Abdullah Mukhtar said about 15,000 pilgrims have been flown home in 36 flights. In Makkah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
And now sports. Age limit reduced for 4th edition of National Youth Games as Nigeria's home-based Super Eagles play Ghana's Black Stars on Monday at 7 p.m. live on NTA Sports 24. Amaze Marcus has sports update.
Delta State are champions of the 3rd National Youth Games, which ended Saturday at the University of Ilorin Sports Complex with 21 gold, 16 silver and 23 bronze medals, followed by Akwa Ibom with 46 medals and Ondo State in 3rd position with 36 medals. Speaking at the closing ceremony, Minister of Youth and Sports Development Solomon Dalong said the 4th edition, to be hosted at the same venue, will be restricted to athletes not above 15 years, while the Kwara State government commended the federal government for the bold initiative where 2,934 athletes competed in 28 events within 10 days.
I enjoy all the athletes and their coaches to build on their performances at this game and to become worthy champions in future.
Meanwhile, former Director General of the National Sports Commission, Benga Elegbeleye, has called for the monitoring of athletes discovered at the just-ended National Youth Games in Ilorin, Kwara State, for the future glory of Nigeria sports.
If we have talents like this, yet we go to Olympics, we don't have any medal, it's a surprise to me. So that means we are doing something that is wrong, that we're not doing well.
After playing a second goalless match at the Wafu Cup of Nations Saturday against Guinea, Nigeria's home-based Super Eagles need an outright win against hosts Ghana in Monday's 3rd and last group match to be sure of qualification to the next round of the tournament. Ghana are already through with 6 points, with Nigeria second with 2 points. Champions Team Ofiku are in a strong position to defend the Nigerian Communications Commission League title they won in 2016 after earning another group phase victory in Abuja on Sunday. On Saturday, Ofiku won 3-1 and completed the route on Sunday, winning 2 more matches against host Team Ndoma Egba to end the tie 5-2 with Henry Atseye of Team Ofiku, beating Ndoma Egba's Emmanuel Paul 4-6, 7-5, 6-3 on Sunday. With sports update, Amanzi Marcus, NTA News.
And on a sad note, friends and family of late Afolabi Abisiga Onokoya gathered to pay their last respects at a funeral service held in his honor in Lagos. The service took place at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, City of Refuge, Lagos. Imelayo Tokede reports.
City of Refuge urged Christians to be heavenly conscious and live a life worthy of emulation.
It was a very, very strict disciplinarian. No matter who you are, if you need something, even if he's not directly involved, if he happens to just hear about it, that someone somewhere is in need of a particular, he will go all the way, go the extra mile to bring succor to that person.
I'll definitely miss him a lot.
Whatever a good child expects to get from his father, that was what I got from my father.
Very kind man. I've been married to his brother for 41 years. And not one day has he altercated with me.
His body was laid to rest at Ebony Folds in Ikoyi as family and friends to bid him farewell. In Lagos, Imole Ayo Tokede, NTA News.
Next is a look at weather prospects for Monday. You can watch this news live online via the NTA mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. This is NTA Network News. Your weekly Sunday news magazine Newsline is still ahead after these short messages. Please stay tuned.
1967 to 1970. Nigeria went through a horrifying civil war. It didn't matter who was wrong or right. Everybody suffered. Those who fought that war say it should never happen again.
So a lot of people will say, but you were leading the first one. Yes, I led the first one. I don't think a second one is necessary. We should have learned from that first one. Otherwise, the dead would have been to no avail. It would all have been in vain.
The words of our elders are full of wisdom.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by NTA.
Come, sisters, I got some special discount on data.
No, my name is sister. I will give you cheaper data.
Aha, sister. Now me get your bonga data for here. Plenty data.
Hold on. Obago, everybody will enter. There's no need to rush.
Now, so there's more than enough data for everyone, eh? Pepper them gang.
Now, so yeah, Pepe, I've been Yoruba Pepe than the other for the data.
Excuse me, ladies first.
It's free data time for all Glow subscribers. Get 200 MB free data with free data day. Simply use 100 MB data plus 150 naira on voice calls or 250 naira on voice calls the preceding week to qualify. The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data. Thursday, September 28th is free data day nationwide. With Glow Overload, get 200 MB free data and make something happen.
Why Abuja, the pace-setter and UNESCO-acclaimed world-class university, is the first choice of students. First university to take off with state-of-the-art structures and equipment. Benchmark, model, and reference point. NUC. Best law college in West Africa. NUC. Template for engineering studies. NSE. Modern medical college and a 21st century teaching hospital. Nigeria's #1 best private university in Google Scholar ranking. Accreditation of 47 undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Freedom of religion. Modern entrepreneurial structure for 28 skills. Abuja 2017 admission still open in the postgraduate and undergraduate colleges of engineering, sciences, social and management sciences, agriculture, medicine, health sciences, except in MBBS and law. For details, visit www.abuja.edu.ng. Email admission@abuja.edu.ng. Telephone 081-277-2121. Abuja, a vision in motion.
Nigeria is a strong emerging world economy with a population of over 170 million people. With the diligent work of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, in line with the federal government's economic diversification agenda, SON has put in place accredited laboratories to ensure that made in Nigeria products meet international standards and ready for export. SON regularly conducts products registration, certifications, factory inspections, monitoring, a metrology laboratory to get accurate measurements, while SONCAP checks the conformity of imported products and the SON Legal Act to prosecute offenders. Don't sell and don't buy substandard products. Before you buy, look well. See something, say something, or call these numbers. SON, improving life through standards.
Bros, I find correct words. Huh?
See the shop for that side.
Look all that. Where be correct words?
Now the shop be done, now the next one.
Peter, see as people they pack, they go to the shop, go buy clothes. It don't reach like 5 days now. I just suspect this Tunde way this is where in Waka could carry Waka. See, I go blow whistle. I go blow whistle to go spoil.
Your whistle. Come on, go investigate the matter before you blow whistle. Whistle blow. Come on, come.
Thank you for coming.
Show first.
Come. Not only you the circular for this market. But we said only your shop, everybody come. I just want blow whistle. I go blow something.
This is not be whistle blowing matter. Now MTN goodie bag.
What it be MTN goodie bag?
With MTN goodie bag, if you carry your market enter another level, whether not for Facebook or for WhatsApp or for Twitter, for as low as 25 naira.
25 naira.
Yes.
Or buy 5 what you like for 50 naira. Dial *131# to start.
So with MTN goodie bag, your business go pure.
You don't ever buy the recharge card for one network. Come which day if you use them for another one. True, you know say if you use that recharge card, they recharge any network and do many other things. Just buy one card. One card now the orange and blue recharge card. They write one card for him body. One card they recharge every network, cable television, electricity, and many other things. Plenty of move day. You fit win 1 million naira. 1 million naira. Generator and plenty other things. From now, reach October 2017. Ask your recharge card seller.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission holds a 2-day stakeholders consultation in the 6 geopolitical zones and Abuja on 3 of its proposed regulations. These are regulations on business continuity, eligible customer, and the multi-year tariff order methodology, as well as discussions on metering. Expected at the stakeholders consultations are chief executive officers of electricity generation, transmission and distribution companies, regulatory officers, representatives of civil society organizations, consumer associations, organized labor, relevant states and federal government agencies, and the general public. Consultation for FCT Abuja holds as follows. Date, September 18th and 19th, 2017. Venue, Treasure Suites, Plot 66, 1st Avenue by Shehu Shagari Way, Central Business District, opposite Federal High Court. Time, 10 a.m. daily. Announcer, Management.
Thanks for staying on the line. By the time this report is over, all who have Nigeria's good interest at heart, and even those who do not, will agree with me that Anyoma Kingdom in Delta State is a role model for Nigeria's unity. Nigerians from across the country live there, and as you would see, they accommodate each other as much as they are accommodated by their host community. The ripple effect, I need not tell you, is peace, tranquility, and progress. Ameze Geboayanru reports.
This is one of the non-indigenous settlements in Asaba, the Delta State capital. It is popularly called Cable Point. The densely populated community at the bank of the River Niger is home to over 3,000 children alone. The deeper probe shows that the multicultural inhabitants are hardworking, lovers of peace and communal lifestyle. The visit afforded the non-natives leadership to re-echo their standpoint on national unity, peace, and good neighborliness against the hue and cry for divisiveness. From the north to the west, from the east to the south, they say, though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand.
Our grandfather came down to Delta since 1889. This land we are living here, the Asaba indigenous give us free, without couple. Thus we know that the Asaba indigenous, they are good people, and Deltanans, they are good people. That, see, the majority of us here, our mothers are Igbos. How can we leave our mother and go back to another place? We know here, we didn't know not.
I've stayed up to
35 years in Asaba. I had almost all my children here, so I can boldly say and tell everybody that Asaba is peaceful and calm. Personally, I've been relating with the Hausas, the Igbos, and the Ibos. That is the Delta North. We are doing it together right from the time till date.
I've been here for 5 years now. They are in peace here. I have not seen anything bad so far since I'm here. There's nothing like quarrel between these people and these people or something like that. I've been living in peace.
The secret is just cooperation and understanding.
The probability of the feeling that the Asaba of Asaba, Obi Chike Edozie, and his Council of Chiefs have always matched words with actions in the sustenance of peace in the kingdom was made explicit by a one-time head of service and former secretary to the defunct Bende State, the Iyase of Asaba, Chief Patrick Onyobi.
Asaba is a product of a union between an Igala prince, Prince Onojobo, and a woman from Nteje, east of the Niger, Diaba. They met here in Asaba and produced the founder of Asaba, Nebisi. So you can see from the beginning that our background is one Nigeria. Despite our horrible experiences during the Nigerian Civil War, we believe in Nigeria as one nation and one people.
Who can better understand the matter in the heart of a child than a mother? We sought the views of the Queen Mother of Anioma and Okpana kingdoms.
This palace where you have come to today is very crucial in the history of Nigeria because Nzogu, who started the coup in 1966, comes from this town. And many on both sides have come to this town trying to use us for one thing or the other. And I'm saying categorically that we in Okpana and Anioma cannot be a chess game.
We all need to get together, come to a round table and decide how we can have this unity or to unify our country.
Like Ameza rightly said, though tribe and tongue may differ, our unity is not compromised, and united we shall remain. Now, there is no Nigerian who would say he has never heard the word Wazobia, but not all Nigerians know what it really means. The word simply means come. It is carved out of Nigeria's 3 major languages, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Wa in Yoruba means come, in Hausa, Zo means come, and Bia in Igbo means come. Everyone, however, knows that the word is used to depict unity and togetherness amongst Nigerians. Now, the National Orientation Agency has the responsibility of promoting peace and unity in Nigeria. It is therefore not surprising that the organization called on the largest network in Africa, the NTA, to provide a platform to some young Nigerians who are determined to keep the vision of the nation's founding fathers alive to execute their project. The request was granted. Uche Nwizu knows what I'm talking about and will tell us the rest.
Serve Nigeria with all my strength. Bauta Nigeria da dukkan zuciyata. Ijike nile Nigeria ozi. Láti sìn pẹ̀lú gbogbo agbára mi.
They're aged 6 to 14, but have a common purpose to drive home Nigeria's strength in her languages and unity in diversity.
It is my lofty dream that our nation will be a bride of pride, which every other nation will cut for her rich human and natural resources.
I see a generation bound in love that derides ethnicity and parochialism.
Here, my dream is a country where national symbols are absolutely valued and dignified.
Let us make haste to bring about that era, when the Hausas, the Igbos, and the Yorubas will speak of Nigeria as one nation, with one God and one destiny.
With about 521 languages, Nigeria holds dear her national identity and spirit of patriotism, all of which are embedded in her national symbols, her pride.
So what? You heard and you continue with your discussions and chatting? No respect for your national anthem?
MC, this is not something you should stress yourself about. National anthem is just like every other song. We know it as we know the back of our palm. Everybody everybody here will have been singing the national anthem since the
national anthem is a promise, a prize. Open your eyes and see what you do to Mother Nigeria each time you disrespect her this way. I mean, look at her. Look at her. There she is, the giant of Africa. Our glory dragged in the mud by our own children.
Greatest assets are our young people. Bright, creative, irrepressible. In technology, in music, and entertainment, we have proved that we are the future. Fortunately, that future is already here.
There are, however, setbacks that include hate speech, ignorance and nonchalant attitude to national identities and respect for nation building.
Citizens engage in acts at the heat of the polity with their actions and utterances. Even some politically exposed persons who are supposed to be role models behave in manners that will not promote the unity of the nation.
This is the agenda for Here Nigeria, an acronym for Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba and all Nigerian languages to sensitize Nigerians, especially at the grassroots.
To raise the consciousness of Nigerians to be active participants in the democratic, civic and the political processes.
The reaffirmation and reassertion of our values, cultures, and other symbols is significant. We in NTA will do everything we can to make sure that this project goes from strength to strength.
The catch for Here Nigeria is to penetrate the people through the power of indigenous languages.
And the reality of the Wazobia dream is our collective responsibility. Moving on, we are in the last 4 months of the year when people fear more for their safety. It is in the ember months that the road traffic and domestic accidents that are fatal are believed to happen more. Kidnappers and armed robbers operate more viciously and people die more generally. But is this true or are people just superstitious? Anyway, like we do every year this season on NewsLine, we have a package on the facts and myths of the ember months. Annie Daniels is our guide.
Ember months are September, October, November and December. It is an open secret that people over the years have come to believe that even our currencies increase and thrive more during the ember months. Is it true?
Even as we are talking here, there are even people monitoring people just anywhere. And we've known that it is a period they're even going after those because they need blood.
Which is operates high. Someone that don't want your progress. He goes to herbalists or one plan to that he flows on the nights to, to tackle your business.
Like you heard, these months, respondents say, are characterized by unexplainable fear and anxiety. But is there really need for that?
Now this month, nine they put more efforts to kill people.
Some drivers may equip them through the charms that when the accident come, they will just disappear.
It's a myth. I really think it's a myth. It's like some people used to say about August, that August you tend to have a lot of deaths and obituaries and so on and so forth.
These respondents vehemently insist that the apprehension attached to the ember months only exists in the minds of the fearful.
It cannot totally be attributed to witches. It is because of the temperament of individuals.
People believe that whatever you do is guided by a spiritual phenomenon. But then it's a belief which they have engaged themselves to.
What else? It is not unusual to find security agencies like the police beef up security, traffic maintenance agencies engage in massive awareness campaigns, and religious organizations intensify prayers during the ember months.
The volume of traffic on the road during ember months used to be much more higher, and because of this, we want to be proactive. We don't want to wait until when there are crashes before we move to the road.
There's a level of activity that increases, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there's an increase in level of wicked or evil or wicked spiritual activity per se.
Somebody who has drunk and drive, who is already drunk and is not driving, when there is accident, say it is demonic attack.
One last advice from people who know.
If you are careful normally and you mind yourself, there's no Ember Month voodoo that should be able to cause you that level of panic.
We do things right as much as possible. Fulfill all righteousness.
Everybody is with the fear or the belief that anybody that waves you down in the night, at the middle of the night, might be an armed robber. So that's the fear. And that's why we are trying to discourage them from traveling in the night.
The Ember Months are not peculiar. Nigerians need to stop walking on eggshells because if you think of it, there's actually no reason to be afraid. Next, it is Lekon Agbonde in Abeokuta who cited the lady in this report doing what he and lots of people in the society believe only men should be doing. Well, he approached her, asked her several questions, and decided that we must all hear about it. So, let's hear about it, Lekon.
The practicality of the popular cliché, what a man can do, a woman can do even better, tells the story of 37-year-old Mojisola Ogunwale, an HND mass communication graduate from Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Abeokuta, who has proven to Nigerians that with resourcefulness and determination, woman can play her roles and stand shoulder to shoulder with her male counterpart instead of playing second fiddle. Mojisola is one of the people exemplifying the virtues of dignity of labor and hard work as commercial taxi driver in Abeokuta metropolis.
Can do it. You know, I like doing something that is very strong. I like doing anything that is hard, doing things that is strong.
She recounted how she searched for white-collar jobs after graduation without breakthrough, but decided to take destiny into her own hands and turn the situation around by going into driving, which is a vocation she finds pleasure in.
I told my husband, please, I want to go into this business. He said no, he did not agree with me. He said no. So later on, he agreed. After that, I started the business.
Passengers are often taken aback when they first sight a woman behind the wheel, and truly something that is unusual, especially in this part of the world.
As you are looking at woman, he's an educated somebody. He like it. That's why. There's nothing hard there.
Leaders of the Road Transport Union in the metropolis described Mojisola as a courageous woman who has carved a niche for herself in the vocation.
We appreciate that you can get a one-woman drive taxi inside the town. We appreciate it. But whether we can get another people that is a woman like that, like him, drive taxi, we appreciate him like that.
To the female commercial driver, the job is not without its challenges.
Passengers, sometimes they will refuse to come in. I will ask them, where are you going? They will not answer me. They will say, Obìnrin, we are not going.
Stakeholders, however, challenge other women, especially the jobless, to pick up the gauntlets and take a cue from Mojisola by engaging themselves in productive ventures rather than staying idle or engage in unholy activities.
The best part is that she's not just female, but she's a graduate. No legit job is too small. As long as it pays the bills, go ahead and make some money. Thanks for staying on the line. Made popular by the infamous Boko Haram insurgents who kidnapped them, the released Chibok girls are sent forth after several months of receiving expert care. We'll tell you about this and more after this timeout.
Come, sisters, I got some special discount on data.
No mind now, sister. I go give you cheaper data. Aha, sister. Now me get your bonga data for here. Plenty data.
Hold on. Oba go, everybody will enter. There's no need to rush.
Now, so there's more than enough data for everyone, eh? Pepper them gang.
Now, so you have Pepper, Yoruba Pepper, then the other for the data.
Excuse me, ladies first.
It's free data time for all Glow subscribers. Get 200 MB free data with free data day. Simply use 100 MB data plus 150 naira on voice calls or 250 naira on voice calls the preceding week to qualify. The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data. Thursday, September 28th is Free Data Day nationwide. With Glow Overload, get 200 MB free data and make something happen.
The federal government of Nigeria introduces the first sovereign sukuk. That's right. The government plans to raise 100 billion naira in sukuk for the construction and rehabilitation of roads across the country. With as little as 10,000 naira, anyone, individual, institutional, cooperative societies can invest. The sukuk is a low-risk investment secured by the federal government of Nigeria. Returns from the sukuk are tax-free and paid twice a year. Principal is paid at maturity in 7 years, and it will be listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange and FMDQ. You can invest by following these easy steps. Open a CSCS account with your stockbroker if you don't already have one. Download the sukuk form from www.dmo.gov.ng or www.lotuscapitallimited.com or www.fbnmerchantbank.com. Transfer your investment amount into any of these accounts. You can also pick up forms from the financial advisors, Lotus Financial Services, www.lotuscapitallimited.com. Email invest@lotuscapitallimited.com or call 0807-709-9550. FBN Merchant Bank, www.fbnmerchantbank.com. Email info@fbnmerchantbank.com or call 012-702-291. Offer open on September 14th, 2017. Please read the prospectus and contact your financial consultant before subscribing. Don't be left out.
We want to buy Indomie noodles. 4 packs, please.
Yo.
This is not my Indomie.
Please, sir, it's not Indomie. Don't call it Indomie. Sir, the taste is the difference. The difference is in the taste. That's why my brothers, my mommy, my daddy, and I all enjoy our delicious, so very delicious Indomie noodles. The difference is the taste.
Taste is the difference.
Yes. Difference is in the taste. Nothing tastes like my Indomie.
Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Cadbury Bournvita now comes in an attractive new 500-gram refill pack. Simply open and reseal after use to retain the chocolatey and creamy taste. Cadbury Bournvita, prepare to win.
Success. I always wanted to make something of myself. Even when I was a child. With So Clean, my mother made sure that my clothes were clean and bright. With a 30% concentrated formula, washing is faster, brighter, and cleaner. Like millions of families, mine also trust So Clean. With my clothes and with my career. Because when all eyes are on you, you have to look the part. So Clean. It's your time to shine.
So Clean. Now with a new look and stain magnet technology for even better stain removal.
I'm a loyal mother, so I support my family in every way I can. In maintaining a healthy diet, in their education, in sports. You see, full cream Loyal Milk is rich in calcium and helps to build strong bones and teeth, helping me and my family stay strong and healthy. So when next you're shopping, remember to show your loyalty.
You don't ever buy the recharge card for one network. Come which day if you use them for another one. True, you know say if you use that recharge card, they recharge any network and do many other things. Just buy one card. One card now the orange and blue recharge card. They write one card for everybody. One card they recharge every network. Cable television, electricity, and many other things. Plenty of move day. You fit win 1 million naira. 1 million naira. Generator and plenty other things. From now, reach October 2017. Ask your recharge card seller.
Utopia by Chivita. Burst of refreshment.
House of The secret to my everyday radiance is that chocolate glow. It gives me confidence.
I've not made my hair.
Congratulations, girl. Here is chocolate for you.
Chocolate. I couldn't have asked for better.
Chocolate waves come in different styles and sizes. It's 100% human hair, long-lasting and affordable. I just upped my game with chocolate waves.
Sweet life, chocolate hair.
The Archbishop, Niger Delta Province, His Grace, the Most Reverend Dr. and Mrs. Ignatius C.O. Kate JP, and the Niger Delta Provincial Council heartily welcome His Grace, the Most Reverend and Mrs. Nicholas D. Oko, Archbishop, Metropolitan, and Primate of all Nigerians, to the 12th General Synod of the Church of Nigeria, Anglican Communion at St. Paul's Cathedral, Jobo, Port Harcourt. Date, Monday 18th to Friday 22nd September 2017. Theme, Thou Shalt Not Steal. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Barrister Ezenwonyeson Wike, CON, the Governor of Rivers State. Features, Monday 18th September 2017. Arrival, Tuesday, pre-synod meetings. Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Formal opening ceremony by His Grace, the Most Reverend Nicholas Z. Oko. Thursday, 21st September 2017. 10 a.m. Seminars on Understanding the Anglican Church. Friday, 22nd September 2017. 4 p.m. Formal closing of synod. Saturday, 23rd September 2017. Departure of delegates. Our primate and Mama Nigeria. We wish you and all delegates a memorable stay. Announcers, the Most Reverend Dr. ICO Kate JP, Archbishop, Niger Delta Province, the Right Reverend Innocent U. Odo, Sir Dr. Obianko Nwalo Inlechi.
Welcome back. All of last week, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, was on a working visit to the province of southeastern China. He was attending the United Nations World Tourism Organization's General Assembly meeting held in Chengdu, capital of the province. It is the 22nd in the series. What happened there is what Anthony Forsun, who reports the minister's activities, is set to tell us.
From over 130 countries, ministers and government delegates all converged on Chengdu, China. They all came for one purpose: to be part of the 22nd United Nations World Tourism Organization General Assembly. One of the events was a tree planting exercise at Wixi Park, eastern Chengdu. The Secretary General led other ministers to the ceremony. When it was time to settle down for business, electing leadership for the General Assembly, which is the highest decision-making body of the organization, Nigeria, which just returned to the organization barely 2 years after being away for more than 10 years, got an overwhelming support to serve as Vice President of the General Assembly.
We have a great minister who's going to do a great job. I know this is a recognition of Nigeria's prominence and a recognition for the minister himself.
Nigeria, your minister is has very interesting ideas. We talked yesterday with him, and I'm sure that we will collaborate.
When you have an international body, recognizing you as a country, and giving you such an exalted position, it only means that you're in proper reckoning.
Representing Africa, Lai Mohammed shared item 9 of the agenda, where the Secretary General Taleb Rufai presented his progress report for the year under review. The climax of the meeting is always the emergence of a new Secretary General, even though Africa presented a candidate, Walter Nzembi. He lost, but showed the oneness in the organization.
Issues were raised, but at the end of the day, clearly reason prevailed, and the UNTW once again put to the whole world that it's one united family.
The 22nd General Assembly was not about meetings and elections. Delegates were treated to the rich cultural heritage of China at a special dinner organized by the Chinese government.
hope you enjoyed watching that. Moving on, the time is ripe for us to highlight his achievements so far as he celebrates his birthday. Our correspondent, Timothy Yusuf, will do the honors. What I'll say, however, is that he is the national chairman of the All Progressive Party, APC, and has exceeded the biblical 70 years of age by 8 more years. Yes, the man we are talking about just turned 78 and is celebrated in Abuja. Who is he? Let's find out together.
A great patriot and an ambassador for peace and change were the unanimous description of the national chairman of the APC, Chief John Udige Oyegun, who just turned 78. Happy birthday to you. This grand reception in honor of Chief John Udige Oyegun is made possible courtesy of Inner Circle of Friends, University of Ibadan alumni. As an illustrious alumnus, little wonder at the caliber of personalities at this gathering. They cut across different strata of the society. They include governors of Poultry, Ondo, Kano, Kaduna, Benue, Edo, Kebbi, Adamawa, and Imo states. Others include members of the Federal Executive Council, captains of industries and heads of ministries, departments and agencies, to mention but a few. Though an evening of relaxation, but then it is difficult not to say anything about this great man of history. It is in these directions that Senator Jim Nwobodo, who chaired the event, says Chief Oyegun's political activities demonstrate discipline, fortitude and determination.
Presence of these distinguished guests is a tribute to how much John Oyegun means in the lives of so many people.
Not because we knew ourselves, but because we were Nigerians.
Other friends described his leadership style as being central to the stability in the political organization. To his contemporaries, he epitomizes simplicity and modesty.
This is vintage Oyegun. What you see is what you get.
Those who know him very well, they know that he will never say that black is white.
High point of the evening was the presentation of International Crown of Peace and Leadership Award on Chief John Udige Oyegun by the Inner Circle of Friends, University of Ibadan alumnus.
Change there must be. This nation will stay united.
Chief John Udige Oyegun was born on the 12th of August, 1939.
Congratulations to the celebrant. God bless your new age. Moving on, their story is not new. They were in their hostel when, like a thief in the night, some bad men who have formed themselves into a group called Boko Haram swooped on them and forcefully took them into hiding. This was in 2014. There were a total of 276 girls. 2 years later, the federal government secured the release of a first batch and a second batch subsequently. They were straight away taken to expert hands for rehabilitation. Now certified okay, the Chibok girls have been released into mainstream society. A sent-forth party was held for them in Abuja, and Momso Damian Dati was there.
The story of the Chibok schoolgirls is one that will delight every writer or filmmaker. It is a story of joy, pain, anguish, sorrow, and joy again. First, they were in a joyous mood of writing their final secondary school examinations. Then Boko Haram struck, abducting them and kept them in captivity for about 2 years. Their release was secured. They have passed through therapy, psychological and psychosocial rehabilitation, and are stepping into the next phase of their eventful lives.
We have been giving them therapy to make them understand that whatever happens to you in life is the will of God. It was very difficult at the beginning, but for the team, very capable team of psychosocial therapists, psychologists, doctors, medical, social workers, teachers, we have been able to bring these girls back to what you have seen before you today.
Little wonder, the rescued Chibok girls are full of excitement, smiles and joy as they take their seats to enjoy the classic occasion organized in their honor. In an atmosphere of comfort and relaxation, it was hugs, cheers and pictures as they reunite with family members who had come all the way from Chibok to grace the Sandford dinner.
We are all jubilating because this is exactly what we are expecting the federal government will do, and they are now doing it. Family and friends that are expected to see them, they are already here with them.
Very, very impressive and excited. The way that I see this gathering on behalf of our girls. I'm very happy, and I thank Mr. President in person of General Muhammad Buhari for his effort to rescue this girls. God, their future is very bright.
The next point of call for these girls of destiny is the American University Yola for a foundation program as they further their education, courtesy the federal government.
The federal government under President Muhammad Buhari has taken over everything. They are going to Apti American University in Adamawa State.
All that is required for them to go through university education has been provided by the federal government, development partners and corporate bodies within and outside Nigeria.
Say all the best to the girls as they forge ahead in life. Fidelity Bank PLC has returned with a bang, which is an improvement of its recently concluded Get Alerts in Millions promotion. The bank that keeps its word says it intends to keep its customers smiling by adding value to their lives. During the week in Lagos, the bank unveiled the promo, and Joy Ken Abakboya was on ground to gather the information for your benefit.
Fidelity Bank PLC has in the last 10 years organized 6 promos, among which are the Save and Fly, Save for Shelter, 10 times richer, and the Get Alert in Millions promo. All these promos put smiles on the faces of its customers.
The savings promos that we've run over the years have successfully, significantly improved the number of Nigerians coming into the financial net for the first time. We've recognized this as a strong initiative that will go a long way in driving not just the growth of the customers and Fidelity, but the nation as a whole.
The retail initiatives have impacted significantly. We've doubled our savings deposits in the last 3 years. So we've seen a lot of mileage from this initiative.
This time, the bank has come up with another promo tagged Get Alert in Millions Reloaded. 110 million naira cash and other consolation prizes are up for grabs. Management of the bank says the promo will last for 6 months and will produce a star prize winner of 10 million naira, monthly and bi-monthly winners of other cash and consolation prizes.
Everybody's a winner this time around. Just by opening a savings account with us, in Fidelity Bank, you get an instant prize. The consolation prizes also have been improved. If you maintain an average balance of 200,000 naira, then you are qualified for the grand prize of 10 million naira. For the bi-monthly draws, all you need to do is to maintain an average balance of 50,000 naira, top up your savings account with 3,000 naira, and you qualify for 3 million naira.
All what customers and prospective customers need to do to qualify, the bank says, is to keep operating a savings account or open one with Fidelity Bank.
For new customers, all you need to do is to open the savings account in Fidelity Bank, grow it up to 20,000 naira, and you qualify for the monthly draws. The monthly draws, we have 1 million naira and 2 million naira up for grabs. For the existing customers, you just top your existing savings account.
History was made recently in Kaduna when Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, in company of other notable figures from within and outside Nigeria, converged to inaugurate the multi-billion naira poultry and animal feeds factory. Reportedly the largest poultry investment and animal feeds factory in Africa, Mohammed Umaru Ajingi tells us that the event was an avenue for all those who matter in Nigeria's industrial and agricultural development to meet and rub minds.
The Majestic Complex is the latest of investment to be sited on the continent. Nigeria in particular, bankrolled by Olam, one of the leading agro-allied firms in the world. The complex was inaugurated by no other person than Nigerian's President Muhammadu Buhari, accompanied by some notable dignitaries, was visibly elated by the development.
Very much thank Olam Group for the confidence they repose in Nigeria, and we thank them very much, and we assure them we will cooperate with them for further investment. Thank you very much.
For Olam, I'll only ask one thing, that your next investment should be in Kano. And the investment should be bigger than the investment in Kaduna.
Officials of the company and an array of other personalities who graced the occasion were full of optimism that this memorable event marks another giant stride towards food sufficiency, as the company has the capacity to produce over 1 million eggs weekly.
I want to begin by thanking the Nigerian government for its unwavering support of Olam, both in helping this project come to fruition and over the nearly 3 decades that we have grown our business here.
Well, our expectations have been met. We said under 2 years that we will complete this project, and we're completing this project in less than 2 years.
We have put up 15 breeder farms. We have put up world-class, one of the largest hatcheries in in Africa. We have put up this feed mill that's right behind us that's going to produce about 360,000 tons of poultry feed.
The inauguration, no doubt, was a clear demonstration of the fact that Nigeria's quest for development, food security, and revenue generation can only be attained with investment of this nature.
To the next, I doubt that it's anyone who does not love to eat seafood. Yes, they come in different species and varieties: fish, prawn, periwinkle, crayfish, octopus, crab. The list is endless. Through this, they are very nutritious and improve the quality of your soups and foods. However, Khadijat Akombi, who would give an arm and a leg for a particular kind of seafood, has brought to our doorsteps the many values of this sea animal, among which is, wait for it, a test of your patience.
Crab is a seafood with flat round body covered by shell. It has 5 pairs of legs with large claws in the front pair and comes in different species.
It's a good, something good to eat.
I eat it often.
It's good, well.
I like it naturally because it's sweet and it's very good.
Crab is very sweet.
Sellers of crab who spoke off camera say an average size costs 100 naira, while the big size is between 120 and 150 naira. Speaking on its nutritional values, Chief Dietitian, Lagos University Teaching Hospital, explains that crab is rich in vitamins, iron, and omega-3, which helps in brain development.
Crab is a crustacean. It has a lot of protein. It's an animal protein. It has a lot of calcium as well. And it also has a lot of cholesterol, but more of the low-density cholesterol. So it's often we advise those that have high cholesterol to avoid taking crab.
Crab is one seafood that I love to eat. However, if I want to really enjoy eating crabs, one has to be patient because the meat of the crab is buried inside the shell.
If you have no patience, you cannot eat crabs because it's all bones. So you have to be patient to remove the meat in it, inside the shells.
If you have patience, you can eat crabs. And when you eat crabs, you can satisfy.
Just as demonstrated when eating crab, the respondents say if Nigerians imbibe the culture of patience in their daily lives, the nation will be better for it.
If you have a lot of patience, whatever you are going through, you will overcome it.
Anything you are doing, you have to have patience in this life.
Many thanks for making us hungry, Khadijat. We totally enjoyed not eating what we just saw. Nice one. After the break, we will open our crime page as we bring you fresh anti-social activities and updates on some previously aired. Stay on the line.
Unemployment, notably youth unemployment, features strongly in our party's manifesto. We intend to attack the problem promptly through revival of agriculture.
The 30K is going a long way. Actually, I bought an acre of land for 60K like 2012, and presently I have a cassava farm and a yam farm.
Stakeholders in the power sector are invited to the 3rd National Council meeting on power coming up on Monday 18th and 22nd September 2017 at Crest Hotel, Old Airport Road, Jos, Plateau State at 9 a.m. daily. Announcer, Permanent Secretary, Power, Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing.
I can see a lot of signals here. Are you Vuz Almighty? Okay. Are you Mr. Lover? No. Okay. Are you Mega Connect? Okay. Are you click on there?
Introducing Airtel Unlimited Data Plans. Get Unlimited 10 for 10,000 Naira. Get Unlimited 15 for 15,000 Naira. And Unlimited 20 for 20,000 Naira. Unlimited data. Unlimited you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
We want to buy Indomie noodles. 4 packs, please.
Yo.
This is not my Indomie. Please, sir, if not Indomie, don't call it Indomie.
Sir, the taste is the difference. The difference is in the taste. That's why my brothers, my mommy, my daddy, and I all enjoy admission so very delicious Indomie noodles. The difference is the taste.
Taste is the difference.
Yes. Difference is in the taste. Nothing tastes like my Indomie.
Indomie noodles. Tasty nutrition. Good for you.
Bayes University Abuja offers world-class education, uninterrupted academic session, and promising degrees. Bayes University Abuja is affordable and delivers quality with experienced international staff, superb facilities, overseas external examiners, and a serene academic atmosphere. We offer quality and affordable education, and students are within easy reach of their parents here at Bayes University Abuja. So learn to live at Bayes University for a brighter future. For more information, visit our website at www.bayesuniversity.edu.ng or call 081 3376 9657 or 081 3376 9658. Bayes University Abuja. Learn to live.
Chivita Active Fruit Juice, unique quality blend of 6 citrus fruit juices.
Want an
Chivita Active. Be active. Do more. Get more out of life.
House of Cheese.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, is working to ensure access to safe, good quality essential medicines with the World Health Organization pre-qualification of made in Nigeria pharmaceutical products, stiffer penalties for fake drug offenders with a review of NAFDAC laws, national, regional, and international collaborations, cutting-edge technologies, including the mobile authentication service.
The production and distribution of counterfeit medicine and adulterated food products have negative impact on our health and economy as a whole. I urge all Nigerians to support NAFDAC in safeguarding our health. God bless Nigeria.
Let us support NAFDAC to win the war against fake drugs and other unwholesome regulated products. NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation.
Welcome back. In this next report, you are going to see in practical terms what the saying "water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink" really means. It is about Bayelsa State, which some people say is more riverine than Rivers State, and with more rivers than Cross River State. With so much water surrounding the state, would you believe that the people of Bayelsa do not have a drop to drink? We hear that potable water is scarce and the people are screaming blue murder. What's going on there? Aya Prezi, tell us.
Occupying the largest part of the Atlantic coast belt of Nigeria, with several rivers and creeks crisscrossing it, Bayelsa cuts the picture of a state without any issue with potable water. But the state may have a typical case of water being everywhere, but not having enough to drink. Most communities still depend on rivers and creeks for drinking, cooking, and laundry, among other uses. Even in urban centers like Yenagoa, the state capital, safe public water supply is still largely inaccessible. But it has not always been so. Some strategic locations in Yenagoa had public taps, but the water pipes were destroyed some years ago during roads construction. Now, most households and small enterprises like restaurants depend largely on boreholes. Sachet water, popularly called pure water, has also become the most valuable drinking water in many homes. Water vendors with their push carts are a common sight along major roads and streets in the morning hours in the capital city. The demand for the services of water vendors is usually higher in the height of the dry season when there is no rainfall to augment water supply. In such times, residents look out for water vendors, and the cost of 20-25 naira per 20-liter can sometimes increases from 40 to 50 naira. Government at state and federal levels have made efforts at meeting the water needs of residents of the capital city and other communities, but these have not yet yielded the desired results. Bayelsa's comment on the socio-economic effect of lack of potable and safe water resources.
Would they buy from individual? Maybe if you have 5 or 6 in the house and that day all of you want to wash clothes, you will spend more than 300 naira.
Calculate the 400 naira every day, accumulate it for the full month. You get a very big sum.
All this money we they spend, they buy Aboki water. We need government water and make the water they need.
The Bayelsa state government should look into it and do the needful.
The state government is reportedly collaborating with the European Union to put a viable structure on ground to address the situation.
The EU ambassador who came last week said this is the first time of his coming to the Niger Delta, and he came because of water. Anytime from now, the EU, UNICEF, and World Bank components will come on stream, and you see works going all over from one length of the state to the other, including the metropolis, and water, as safe as it is to be delivered to Bayelsans.
Part of the new initiative is to address sustainability issues by involving communities as direct beneficiaries in ensuring sustainable delivery of potable water.
People of Bayelsa need potable water. With time, we are certain the tide will certainly turn. Winding down shortly, we'll take the last set of messages and come back to tell you what next. Stay on the line.
Let me first of all congratulate the Debt Management Office
for having this creativity and bringing this book. I want to really support this federal government sukuk bond of 100 billion naira. I think with the right move, with the right way, it is a very high yielding bond at about 16.47%, paid twice yearly. So I think people will really benefit. It's good. It's like savings. It's tax free. It's good for people to invest, and it will benefit everybody. It will fund the infrastructure that is lacking, which all of us will need. It will give us safer roads. And I think, I encourage each and every Nigerian, including myself, to participate. We as a company will participate because we think it's the best way of government funding infrastructure. We are doing other things with government, but this one too is critical to the growth of our economy. There is no economy that will grow without the right infrastructure. So we support it. And I encourage each and every Nigerian to, participate because it is good investment for somebody and also for the family. Thank you.
Achievers always believe in 100%. Breakfast isn't complete without Chivita 100% fruit juice, made from real natural fruits with no added sugar. So to be at your best, start every day the Chivita 100% way. With 100% quality, 100% commitment, 100% goodness, 100% achievement. Start your day the Chivita 100% way.
With thanksgiving to God for a fulfilled life, we announce the passing to glory of our cherished and unforgettable husband, father, brother, uncle, and grandfather, Ichie Vincent Naibu Moneke, aged 91. Funeral rites begin on the 20th of September 2017 with a wake keep at Ichie Vincent Moneke's residence, Iseke, Iyala local government area of Anambra State. Funeral mass holds at 10 a.m. on Thursday, 21st September at the same venue. Interment and reception followed immediately. An accomplished civil servant and public administrator, Ichie Vincent Moneke is survived by his wife, sons, daughters, sisters, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, in-laws, and a host of relatives. Signed, Vincent Nemeka Moneke, for the family.
And it is here that we will close Book of Stories tonight. More to come if you stay on the line until Sunday next week. It promises to be a potpourri of intriguing stories. For the moment, we wish you well during the week. Good night, and God bless Nigeria.
Our programs are getting better and fresher.